Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k16 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. 3 weeks away from Summerslam, and we are here with this week's Monday Night Raw. Things are heating up here on the Raw brand. We already know we're going to see Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler at SummerSlam. Let's go check out some of the other matches we'll see at SummerSlam. First, Rhino versus Zack Ryder. We can announce right now that Rhino is officially the #1 contender for Rusev's US Championship and will meet Rusev at the SummerSlam pay-per-view. He'll meet Zack Ryder tonight, will Rusev. Also tonight, we have the Beast Code, our tag champions, looking to bounce back after they lost last week against Perfect Truth. A #1 contenders match between our two top women. It is Paige versus Emma. The winner faces Sasha Banks at SummerSlam. And speaking of #1 contendership matchups, it is another one here tonight. It is Spear Shock taking on the Primetime Players. The winner meets the Beast Code at SummerSlam. Finn Balor is back here on Raw, and he's looking to bounce back after his NXT loss against Bad News Barrett. And in our main event, the Game, Triple H meets our WWE Champion, Seth Rollins, one-on-one. Our opening contest, Rhino picks up the victory. Our tag team match, it is the champions getting the victory. Finn Balor versus Bad News Barrett. The Demon picks up another win. And in our main event, Triple H with an upset over Seth Rollins. Well, that's a big victory for Triple H. As we go ahead and get ready for our tag team matchup. We're going to play this one first for a change-up. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is a matchup that will determine the #1 contenders for the tag team titles. Now, before you roast me in the comments below, why is Ryback wearing this attire? It's a rivalry match. I didn't set the match, so I didn't change the attire on it, and I haven't made it his default. So, shame on me. I messed up, but next week, or whenever we'll see Ryback next, we will see his proper attire. So I apologize for that. But anyways, moving on, it is the Spear Shock team in action tonight. A team that met the Beast Code, obviously, at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. They were unsuccessful on that occasion to picking up the victory. And I believed on that occasion it was due to a lack of experience. And they came back last week, they picked up some victories, and I think they are slowly getting there. Another 4 weeks of matchups against other teams here on Raw, picking up some victories over those teams, I think will be the key to their success. And Roman Reigns coming to the ring right now. Obviously, Roman Reigns and Ryback, two very, very successful individuals, now still trying to find their feet as a tag team. And well, so far it's been so good. They just haven't been good enough to beat the champs yet. But I think a couple more weeks, a few more victories, they might get there. But speaking of teams that have beaten the champs, last week the Primetime Players with an upset victory over the Beast Code, and now have inserted themselves in the tag team title picture. And of course, the Primetime Players, two-time tag team champions, have won the titles here on Raw. They've won the titles there on SmackDown. They have done it all. A very, very successful team. It's been a while since they've held the gold though, and they're looking to get themselves back in the title picture. It's been a while, like I said, but you know, a team with a lot of experience like the Primetime Players are always very, very difficult to beat, and this will be a true test for the Spear Shock. And how will they be able to cope against the PTP as this one gets underway? Titus O'Neil and Ryback to start off with, and Ryback will be coming up against a very, very strong and huge man as well in Titus O'Neil, and he's got it all. Titus O'Neil, a great athlete, and will certainly give Ryback a run for his money to kick this one off. And obviously the Primetime Players, a big victory over the Beast Code, and they'll have to be very, very confident right now. So Spear Shock, whilst we haven't seen too much of the Primetime Players in the spotlight as of late, do not take them lightly, because I think they're full of confidence and have a bit of momentum on their side. Whereas Spear Shock, well, losing at Money in the Bank, how will that derail them? How will that go with their confidence-wise? Do they believe they can beat the Beast Code again? Time will tell. At SummerSlam, we will see a great matchup regardless of whichever team does get the win and takes on the Beast Code, who did pick up a good victory tonight over the Perfect Truth. A much-needed win, bouncing back after their loss against the Primetime Players. I think that's exactly what they need. I think they would just kind of, you know, maybe put their foot off the gas a little bit after their Money in the Bank win. That tends to happen a lot of the times, as we see throughout the series. You know, it's a bit of a regular thing, isn't it? You know, we often see teams or an individual as a champion, you know, after a big pay-per-view victory, when they don't really need to be at their best, they don't need to pick up a victory, it's not a do-or-die situation, they sometimes can slip up a little bit, and I think that's just another case of what happened with the Beast Code against the Primetime Players. But hey, the Primetime Players are a real chance now to capitalize on that slip-up, and now have a chance to meet them at SummerSlam for the tag team titles. Ryback now sent in the corner. Titus O'Neil thought about a tag, not going to be able to get it though, because Ryback with a counter. Titus O'Neil hitting back with a counter of his own, and Ryback picked up Titus and just launched him into the corner. Now tags in his partner, the big dog, Roman Reigns. Well, a very impressive start nonetheless here by Spear Shock. But now Titus O'Neil gets out, and in comes Mr. No Days Off, Darren Young. An opportunity now for Darren Young to show us what he can do against Roman Reigns. Reigns, former WWE champion, Ryback, former world heavyweight champion, an all-star team, no doubt about that. But an all-star, two individual all-stars, does not make for an all-star team. So, you know, whilst they are all-stars by themselves, will they be an all-star team when it's all said and done? That's to remain to be, you know, seen. And Primetime Players in the history of Universe Mode have been one of the most successful teams. So you can go back to when the Primetime Players did knock off the Shield, when Roman Reigns was a tag team champion. Of course, Reigns a two-time tag team champion with the Shield. Seth Rollins was his tag team partner. Well, the Shield were currently in the midst of a huge tag team title run. I believe it was over 20 weeks, a number of months. And guess who knocked them off for the tag titles? It was the Primetime Players. So Titus O'Neil and Darren Young have some very fond memories of Roman Reigns, and that might just come into play here tonight. Might try and reach into the memory bank and think about how they knocked him off on that occasion. Of course, you have to add in Ryback to the mix on this occasion, but still, a victory is a victory, and a great opportunity right now for the Primetime Players to pick up one right here against Roman Reigns. Reigns now had Darren Young in the corner. Young with the counter, but Reigns got the elbow up and connected with Darren Young, and now a Samoan drop there by Roman Reigns. The Samoan Superman looking for a cover now, trying to put Young away, and he'll kick out at 2. Roman Reigns has been, well, a very controversial superstar throughout the series. Obviously, been involved in a number of high-profile situations. He's done it all, really, here on the Raw brand. And he's kind of taken a step away from the title picture. He knows he's probably not in the picture at the moment, as is Ryback. And they've both decided to come together as a team, looking for success, looking for more championship gold and a way to keep themselves going at the top of their game. Ryback with brute strength and power, slamming down Darren Young. And a perfect way, really, to keep themselves in a title picture. It doesn't have to be the world title every single time, but as long as you keep winning titles, as long as you keep winning big matchups, that is going to further yourself and keep yourself at the top of your game. And I think that's exactly what Ryback and Roman Reigns, the Spear Shock, are trying to accomplish right now. Young now in a bit of trouble. Ryback has got him from behind and hits the suplex. Now, here we go. A cover, but it's going to be Titus O'Neil breaking it up. Roman Reigns also in the ring now, looking to get himself involved. Hit a right hand there, or a shot there on Darren Young. Might have been a left. And now, Ryback. Oh, Young! His shoulder goes straight into the steel ring post. And now he's in trouble. Ryback has got him down. This is exactly where you do not want to be. And Ryback turning that into a big powerbomb. And Young is down. Ryback going to the corner. Thought he might have been looking for that mid-hook clothesline. Instead, Young slowly crawling and getting back to his feet. Ryback deciding to go for something else. This time he's got a hold of Young. Look out. Here comes Darren Young. A powerbomb into the turnbuckle in the bottom left-hand corner. Real trouble now for Darren Young. He needs to get a tag desperately, or Titus O'Neil has to get himself involved here. Now Ryback back in the corner again. I think Darren Young just getting up to his feet before Ryback could really capitalize and look for the meat hook. And I think that's frustrating Ryback a little bit. Ryback would have loved to have hit that meat hook clothesline right then and he connected that time, almost taking his head off. Wow! Titus O'Neil will break it up though. Wow, that was impressive. Absolutely impressive by Ryback. Darren Young will be seeing stars right now. But Young from behind takes down Ryback. Had both arms hooked. Took it into a suplex. And could not hold on to it for a cover though. I think if he had held the shoulders down, held the arms and kept the shoulders down, he may have been able to pick up a sneaky 3 count. But instead, he couldn't connect and couldn't go for the cover. And now Ryback from behind. German suplex. And look at where Darren Young lands. That is very, very bad for his neck region, because that is a harsh landing indeed. Now Ryback has Young back up. He's isolated Young really, really well. This has been textbook here from Ryback. And Titus O'Neil has not had a say in this match for a number of minutes now, and it could cost the primetime players. 3 powerbombs in a row. The strength and power by Ryback to keep the powerbombs coming has left Darren Young looking up at the lights, wondering how the hell he's going to get this tag. Roman Reigns now. Oh! Uses the ropes and delivers a double axe handle right to Darren Young. Down he went. Reigns continuing to keep Young out of the equation. Young has to find something. He's got to dig deep and get out of this predicament. He's got to get a tag to Titus O'Neil, because right now it's Reigns and Ryback dominating this match. Darren Young now. Here we go. No! Reigns with a counter. Turned it into a DDT. I thought that was the moment that Darren Young would be able to get himself a moment of separation to win this match. Titus O'Neil had to break that up to keep this matchup alive. It was tough going for Young, no doubt about that. Ryback has a hold of Titus. Hits a suplex. And a backbreaker now to Darren Young. Spear shock. Well, they are learning quickly as a team. They are, already a couple of weeks, they've already improved immensely. They are performing excellent right now. We could be looking at our next tag team champions if they can deliver this same tempo, this same style to the Beast Code at SummerSlam. There's no doubt in my mind that the spear shot could pick up a victory. Darren Young gets a chance, but guess who? It's Ryback attacking Titus O'Neil to the outside and not allowing Young to get anywhere near the tag. Young off the top rope there, or the second rope, I'm not sure which one. But now Young with these elbow strikes there to the head of Reigns. A chance now for Young. Instead looks for the cover. Titus O'Neil, not sure what he's doing there. He's getting himself involved, distracting the referee. And that probably hindered Darren Young more so than Roman Reigns. So maybe a mistake there by Titus O'Neil. Darren Young had the legs wrapped around Reigns. A couple strikes there to Reigns again. Darren Young will finally get a tag. In comes the big man, the big deal, Titus O'Neil. What kind of impact will Titus O'Neil have in this one? Drops down Roman Reigns as well. Here we go. A hook of the right leg. Titus O'Neil won't be able to get the 3 count. Reigns kicking out, but this one continues. Well, Titus O'Neil in control right now. Darren Young took an absolute beating. Titus O'Neil has to bring this one back. It's really up to him right now to bring this match back into the favor of his team. Because right now, this match really rests on his shoulders. Darren Young could not make much of an impact. In fact, he got isolated for way too long, almost costing them the match. Titus O'Neil has to find something to bring this one back. He might be about to find it right now. He's got Reigns on the top rope and a suplex, launching him to the other side of the ring. That's exactly what Titus needed. Well, this is a moment right now for Titus. This is pivotal in this match, a belly-to-belly there by Reigns. Just when Titus O'Neil is getting momentum for his team, Titus cannot capitalize because it is Roman Reigns with a stiff shot to the back of his neck. Now the big guy comes back in. Ryback is back in this matchup. Titus O'Neil back to his feet. Ryback picks up Titus. Wow. Wow. Strength of Ryback. And absolutely destroying him right there. And another meat hook clothesline. Titus O'Neil, he's seeing fairies as well. Roman Reigns is coming. He's got a hold of Young. Titus in trouble. He'll kick out though. Well, credit to Titus O'Neil. Not many men would kick out of that clothesline. The meat hook, absolutely devastating. But he was good enough to kick out. Young force over the top rope. Now Titus has a hold of the head. Has a chance to get himself back into it. He's got to look towards... Well, I was going to say look towards tagging in Darren Young, but I'm not sure if that's the right idea. Normally you would want to tag right now. Normally that's what you'd be trying to work towards. But considering Darren Young has struggled so much in this matchup, it's a big risk to look for the tag. Darren Young's in the middle of the ring anyway, so he can't get a tag. Titus O'Neil, wow, what a strike to Ryback. Wow, Titus O'Neil doing everything in his own power here to bring this back and try and pick up the victory for his team. Ryback is in the corner. Titus O'Neil, what's he got planned? Titus has got Ryback. He's going to lift him up on the top turnbuckle now. Titus O'Neil might be looking for another suplex or something like that off the top rope. It worked out pretty well for him before. Here we go. Titus O'Neil, fall-away slam off the top rope. That might be it right there. The primetime players, are they about to pull off a miraculous comeback? The cover now. Ryback kicked out. Darren Young got there in time. Roman Reigns wasn't really interested in trying to break that one up. He thought maybe he might get in there, but it was too late anyways. Darren Young was there to stop it, but Ryback good enough to kick out. I think Reigns had confidence and trust in his tag partner that he would kick out there. And now Ryback might be looking to pick up the win. Titus, nice counter. Ryback, I think, might have been looking for that shell shock instead. Well, no, Titus trying to pick up Ryback, not going to be able to get it. Ryback countering into a DDT. Head first goes down Titus. Darren breaks it up. Jesus is close right now. The primetime players have almost pulled off a great comeback. But it's Ryback who just keeps on staying in it. Titus, another drop. Taking a page out of Roman Reigns' book with a Samoan drop. Now Reigns realizes the urgency of this one. He's got to get there. Reigns can't get there, but lucky enough, Ryback can kick out. And Titus is so close. Reigns with the right hand there. A nice shot there to Titus, just kind of putting him off his game a little bit. He's taking a moment to take a bit of a breather. Ryback back to his feet. Yes, he is. Now Titus has a hold of Ryback. A few knees to the midsection of the big guy. That one connecting to the face. Titus O'Neil a chance now. Ryback. Wait a second. Oh! Plants him down. Onto his belly. Now Ryback tags in Reigns. Here comes Roman Reigns now. And Reigns from behind has a hold of Titus. Gut wrench. Yes, the gut wrench suplex. And now Reigns looking for the spear. Look out, Titus O'Neil. He's in trouble. The spear by Reigns. And that will be it. Roman Reigns delivers the spear. Darren Young hasn't got much left in the tank to get there. He cannot get there in time. And Ryback has a hold of Darren Young just for good measure. And the Spear Shock have picked up the win. And hold on. There's their opponents for SummerSlam now. The next #1 contenders again are Spear Shock. They'll meet the Beast Code at SummerSlam. Our next #1 contenders matchup, it is two of the best women here on Monday Night Raw and in the WWE. It is Paige versus Emma here tonight. Let's take a quick look at why exactly Paige is in this matchup. Well, at Money in the Bank, Paige, well, she kind of spat the dummy a little bit. She was absolutely furious after losing to Sasha Banks, and she took out her frustrations out on the champion, destroying her after that matchup. Paige has a score to settle with Sasha, wants a rematch, and wants that Divas championship. And it was obviously Paige in that matchup. She didn't lose in a fair way. She grabbed the ropes, the referee didn't see it, and Sasha Banks won the matchup to retain the title, when really it should have been a rope break and the match should have continued. After the match, Sasha Banks started gloating. She started bragging. She started celebrating her win. Paige took offense and took out Sasha. Her opponent tonight, Emma, well, she's been a former Divas champion herself, one of the top divas this year, and she's worked her way back into the title contention. She's obviously got a lot of history as well with Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks and Emma met a number of times. Back when Sasha Banks first made her debut, Emma was her first opponent in her first 2 matchups. So plenty of history there between Sasha and Emma, and here we go tonight. Both of these women would love a shot at Sasha Banks, and they'll get their opportunity. They have to try and win this matchup. Paige wants revenge after their loss. Emma wants retribution over, well, a bit of a history between the two, and would love the final say and would love to win that title back. So plenty on the line right now between these two women. As Paige sent against the ropes. Here we go again. This time Emma went for an arm drag. Not going to be able to get it this time. Paige instead delivers it. So Emma stunned a little bit there by Paige, a former Divas champion as well. Paige very successful again, launching Emma to the other side of the ring. Paige has made this very personal between herself and Sasha Banks. Obviously absolutely fuming at what happened at Money in the Bank. And we're hearing that Sasha Banks is... well, she's recovered. She was not exactly 100% last week, but she's okay now, and she will be ready to go for Summerslam. And regardless of her opponent tonight, she told us that she is absolutely ready to go, and she is very confident in herself and in her abilities that she can retain that title. She's hoping to keep the title for the remainder of the year. She wants to become the longest reigning Divas champion in Universe Mode history. That would be a very, very impressive feat indeed. At the moment, Paige suplex there, snap suplex to Emma, sending her down. Stalking Emma right now. Emma with an elbow strike, delivering it to the nose of Paige. And Emma now sent into the corner. Paige now, oh, can't connect. And Emma countering. Now Paige grabs the leg of Emma and connects with the Fisherman suplex. So very nicely done there by Paige. Emma in trouble again. Paige launching Emma once again. So this has been pretty impressive here by Paige, and would love a shot at SummerSlam, like we said, with that Divas title, just to have the last say. I mean, to have Sasha Banks celebrating right in front of you after, well, a very controversial win to say the least. Arguably, Sasha Banks didn't really deserve to win the match. So for Paige just to stand there and take that, I can understand why she snapped. But to do what she did is a little bit over the top. I mean, yeah, she could have just, you know, pushed Sasha Banks or maybe slapped her, or, you know, I'd understand that. But instead, she really just snapped and just delivered a total beatdown on Sasha Banks, just destroying her after the matchup. And almost, you know, taking Sasha Banks out of the equation. A nice splash off there of the second rope there by Paige, showing off her athleticism right now. And she's going to need that to beat Sasha Banks at SummerSlam if she can get there here tonight. Emma, though, she's been picking up a number of victories heading into this match. I mean, she's been flying under the radar a little bit. It's been a while since we've seen her in the spotlight, but she has certainly started to pick up a number of wins in the last month or so to really put people on notice. Now Emma off the top, and there's a missile drop kick there by Emma. Nicely done. Paige trying to get back up. She'll kick the knee of Emma to make sure that she can't get a hold of her. But Emma does get a hold of Paige now. She drags her back into the middle of the ring, has the arm of Paige, and takes her down and continues to work away on that arm. So far, it's a very even contest. Paige had the upper hand for a while there, but Emma working her way back into it. There's some strikes there now. Emma might be just slowly losing the grip on that control because Paige has her against the ropes. Paige now, what has she got planned here? Emma now flying off the ropes, but Emma, a nice counter with a right hand. Exactly what she needed to do because Paige so deadly there in that situation. Emma could have been in some big trouble. Now Emma coming off the Paige. Oh! The drop kick now into the corner. So Emma really showing us what she can do and how much better she's gotten. Obviously, a pretty small championship reign for her, but nonetheless, I thought she was quite impressive in her title reign. And she's done well to get herself back in this position. It's always very difficult to lose a championship, then get yourself back in title contention after you do fall away from it. And Emma's been good enough to almost get herself there, one win away from another shot at the champ. Another snap suplex there by Paige. Paige trying to maybe look for something here, maybe a big move to try and put Emma away. She's warming up to it right now. Emma's now against the ropes. Paige just taking a quick breather. Emma as well gets a chance for a breather. Emma now tossed outside. Here we go, I think. Paige has got something planned. We've seen this before with Emma. She's been able to counter a move like this. Can Paige connect this time? Here comes Paige! Yes! Launching herself through the second rope and connecting. Well, Emma is down flat on her back. She's in real trouble now. That might be the one move to change the course of this match and swing it permanently in the favor of Paige. Oh, a German suplex landing on her neck. On the back and on the neck. That is not exactly what Paige would have been wanting. A backbreaker there now by Emma. Paige in a little bit of trouble. And a knee right there to Paige. The referee counting now. Count of 5. Both women need to get themselves back in the ring. Emma's in. Count of 6 now by the ref. Paige on one knee. Back up to her feet. And breaks it up at a count of 7. Count out would have been a victory for Emma and would have got herself a ticket to Summerslam. But unfortunately, Paige back in the ring. Now Emma has to try and get it done in the middle of the ring. Paige sweeping Emma off her feet right now. Paige has Emma in the middle of the ring. Here we go. Hooks the leg. Chance now for Paige. Will she beat Sasha at SummerSlam? Not yet, she won't. Emma still managing to kick out. Paige is looking to continue the assault right now on the former Divas champion. What has Paige got planned next? Oh, Emma. Nicely done. Back to her feet. This is what she needed to do. She has to remain on her feet. Paige is deadly when her opponent is down and out. Paige is trying to set herself up for something there. I don't think she was quite sure what she was going to go for. And she delivers that time, but just kind of second guessing herself there, changing her mind, trying to decide what she wanted to do. Now she's calling over the top of Emma, and she might be about to unleash some headbutts now. Here we go. Look at these headbutts by Paige. Well, that is absolutely dangerous and risky because those headbutts, sometimes you could come off second best from that, and it might end up doing more damage to your own head than your opponent's. But I think Paige, she must have a thick skull because that worked out pretty well for her. Emma, though, trying to get back up. She does now with a miss of the kick there by Paige. That might be a big moment changer in this one. This could really swing momentum back into this one, into the favor of Paige. A huge game changer. Now, oh, no. Paige caught the leg of Emma and sweeps her off her feet. Face first, down she goes. Now Paige has Emma up. And look out now. Here we go. Paige Turner. And that is going to be it. Paige hooks the leg. The referee can count to 3. Paige picks up the win and will meet Sasha Banks again in a rematch at SummerSlam. Well, it was an unconvincing loss at Money in the Bank. Now Paige gets her shot, her rematch at SummerSlam. She deserves it. And, well, Sasha Banks will get her chance to get a bit of revenge on the beatdown that Paige gave her. A great victory for Paige here tonight. It was a hard-fought match. Emma certainly gave up a great fight. I thought for a moment that Emma might have been able to pull out the victory, but at the end of the day, Paige, good enough. Paige Turner, 1, 2, 3. Impressive, but still plenty of work to be done there for Paige. I don't think she's quite ready to beat the champ yet. But perhaps she's got a little bit of mind games going on with Sasha Banks right now after the attack. And uh-oh! Speaking of Sasha Banks, here comes the champ. Sasha Banks is out here perhaps to get a bit of revenge on what happened at Money in the Bank. Well, here we go. Sasha Banks approaching the ring. Paige might be in some trouble. The jacket is off. Here comes Sasha. And Paige straight away trying to get the upper hand on the champion. With a couple of those shots now. Delivering some shoulders into the corner. But Sasha countering. Paige now in the corner. Sasha Banks with those kicks. Deliver them to Paige. She's in trouble. Sasha Banks gets Paige up. Goes for a big slap. And Paige with a counter. And Paige launching herself at Sasha, delivering a neck breaker, and she's going to get the hell out of there. Paige escaping the ring. And there it is. She's getting the hell out of there. She knew what was coming there. But again, Sasha wanted revenge. She's going to have to wait until Summerslam perhaps to get it, because Paige escapes this occasion. It's not over yet though. This is just getting started between Paige and Sasha Banks. They will meet once again at the Summerslam pay-per-view for the title. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us today for another episode of Universe More. If you did enjoy, leave a like on this video. And of course, subscribe to see more from me. Check out the website, BrendenPlayz.com, for all of your SummerSlam news and updates. Guys, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.